Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make my cross bun. This is a spice bun and it has a cross over the top and is usually eaten on Good Friday. So we're going to start off with some warm milk, and this is 2 cups of milk. And your milk must be warm to the touch of your finger, alright? Not boiling hot. 1 packet of the Flavourful yeast and 3/4 cup of brown sugar. Give it a little stir and then set it aside and let it bloom. Into a bowl, I add 4 cups of flour which I sifted, 1 teaspoon of clove powder, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of the rind from a lime. I didn't add any lemon, but that's alright. This can still work well. Mix them well until they're all incorporated. And then I'll go ahead now and I'm going to add some butter. This is 1/2 cup of butter and 3/4 cup of fruits that I did blend together, which is of raisin and prunes and cherries, 2 eggs that I did beat up here, and I'm going to go in and mix them well. Simple and easy to put together. Mix it until it looks like this. And now for my yeast, as you can see, it bloomed really good. I'm going to add this mixture right up into here. If you are not too afraid when mixing flour as to how much liquid you should use, then I would advise you to use just a little bit of liquid at a time while you mix your flour. I have some imitation vanilla extract and I'm going to add some up into here, and you want to mix this until you get a sticky mixture. I did have to go back and add a little bit of flour, which wasn't too much. Just add a little until I get this kind of stickiness here. But as you can see, it's sticky, but it didn't really hold on too much to my gloves. I'm just going to mash it down. And then I'm going to cover it and leave it. But before I cover it, let me show you. This is a very good texture that you're looking for. Okay, I'm going to cover this and let it sit for about 20 to 25 minutes. Then I'm going to remove the cloth, check it after 25 minutes, and then I'm going to punch it down and then give it another knead. Because you want a good textured bun, right? Knead it in well, and guys, these fingers not really giving me any justice. Trust me, I have no strength to knead, but we're getting there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take a little touch of flour and just put it right to the bottom there, because I realize it's sticking a lot, and a little bit of flour goes a very long way. Knead it in until it becomes a dough ball. Then what I'm going to do is to just cover it, set it aside, and let it raise again for another 20 minutes. That's how we're going to get a very good consistency of the dough and a very good cross bun. And this is how I do mine, guys. I always just like to mash my flour like this. So after 20 minutes, and the glare is from this window, guys. That's the sun coming in there. I'm going to flour my surface. And I'm going to start to cut my dough like this. Guys, if you are not too sure about making the same size of bun, then you can weigh your dough as you cut it. I am just good at doing this on a good average, trust me. So what I'm going to do is just put a little flour, roll it into my hand, just like this, and form a little dough ball. Then onto a greased pan. I did grease my pan with some oil and butter. And I'm going to put it right there. Now what I'm going to do is cover it and let it sit there for another 15 minutes. And while that is doing its thing, I am going to mix 2 tablespoons of flour and a little bit of water. Now you can spice this up. You can put some lemon juice or something into this. I just did mine just like this. At which time my oven is set to 250 to heat up. And you want to mix this flour and water paste to make this cross in such a way that it can be piped. So I place it into this piping bag. And then I'm going to make sure that I just cut a little tiny hole to the tip. And then I'm going to start to just pipe it out like this. Straight across my bun. And this is how I make my cross. Last year I did use icing sugar. This year I'm going to be using this flour. And this is what it looks like, guys. I pop it into the oven to bake for 20-25 minutes. And while that is baking, here I'm adding some sugar and water. It's just about 1 tablespoon of sugar and 2 tablespoons of water. And I'm going to leave it there to soak. Now that my bun is about to get out of the oven, I'm going to show you that the crystals for the sugar starts to dissolve. So immediately when you take the bun out from the oven, you want to glaze your bun. So I use the sugar and water to do this. You can add some essence. You can add some lemon essence in it or lemon juice, whatever you want. Or you can also use honey, maple syrup. You can use some marmalade to glaze yours. It doesn't really matter. And this is my bun, guys. It is still hot. But let me show you what it looks like. Very nice color. Once I break into it, it is hot, trust me. You can see it's a very good textured bun. And there you have it, guys. My hot cross bun. So happy Easter. Enjoy.